why I have decided to stop pursuing happiness. I am an optimist, but I'm also a realist, and I don't believe that you can achieve happiness by pursuing happiness. I don't believe you can achieve contentment and fulfillment by trying to chase these things. The reason I feel this way is that if I was to pursue happiness, if I was to pursue what makes me happy, it would be the quick dopamine releases in my brain that I get from watching YouTube videos that don't offer any educational content, short form content, shorts, TikToks, watching my favourite Netflix series on Netflix or Amazon Prime, or watching a film, watching things that are going to offer me pleasure in the short term, doing things that are going to offer me pleasure in the short term but aren't resulting in me practicing any delayed gratification. Pursuing happiness is pursuing short-term pleasure. I'll give you an example. As I'm a fitness enthusiast, I will explain through fitness terms and through a dieting story. So in order to lose weight, in order to get that beach body, you have got to diet for a set number of weeks, let's say 6 to 8 weeks. And it's not going to be easy, it's going to be unpleasant. You're going to go to bed hungry some days or feeling not completely satisfied. Even if you do intermittent fasting and you fast for most of the day and you eat later on in the day and you go to bed mostly satiated, you have still suffered during the day, during that period where you've not been able to eat, during that period where you've been hungry and your stomach's been grumbling. But you're practicing delayed gratification on two scales. You're practicing it firstly on the scale that in the evening, if you know that you're going to go to eat a little bit more so you can fast during the day and you can feel uncomfortable and you can suffer. And on the longer term scale, you are suffering so that you can get into the shape that you want. So that obviously that's the ideal outcome, but a lot of people who can't practice delayed gratification, they can't see the point of dieting. After 3 days of eating healthy, they'll be eating cake or eating McDonald's and saying, oh, it was too hard, I gave up, or, I didn't see any progress. Yeah, you didn't see any progress because you didn't practice delayed gratification. So I'll link it back now, I'll come back to the video. In the same way that if you want to achieve happiness in life, of course, delayed gratification and pursuing delayed gratification is important. You've just got to set goals and you've got to journey. You've got to have things that you want to achieve, and it's the process of going and achieving them that's going to get you to where you want to be. That I can't believe I'm saying this, but Andrew Tate talks about this, and love him or hate him, I don't necessarily agree with everything that he says, but the one thing that he says that I agree with, aside from his strong work ethic and his hustle, which I do really respect as a man, the fact that he talks about happiness and pursuing happiness being pointless because you're never going to achieve it. Instead, he talks about bettering yourself, being on a mission to achieve more and more and more, and keep going after your goals, and once you achieve them, to go for the next one and the next one and the next one. Keep moving the goalpost, because it's all about the journey and it's not about the destination. And when you stop focusing on trying to achieve happiness, when you stop focusing on chasing fulfillment and contentment and pleasure, when you practice delayed gratification, that is when you achieve success. And when you achieve success, when you achieve everything that you want, everything that you dreamed of, you realize that is on to the next thing and on to the next thing. But in that process of journeying, that is where you find your happiness. If you stop and settle and be comfortable, you will become depressed. You will become dull. Comfort is the death of growth. Growth and suffering keeps us moving forward. And moving forward is what is going to bring us happiness. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.